welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video, I am so excited to share with you 6 DIY Dollar Tree Christmas decor ideas. So you guys, I love to take and repurpose whatever I have, especially budget-friendly items from the Dollar Tree. There are so many ways for Christmas you guys can deck these items out. And so I cannot wait to share this video with you. I love all of your comments and I just want to thank you all so much. So without further ado, let's jump into these 6 DIY Dollar Tree Christmas decorating ideas. For this Dollar Tree wreath, we are going to take one of those Dollar Tree foam wreath bases and we are going to wrap it in the Dollar Tree evergreen, and I just twist tied on with a pipe cleaner that first link of this garland, and then I'm just going to loop it around this entire wreath. It pretty much stays on its own, and then once you get done you can go ahead and tie the other end on with another pipe cleaner. Once you have your wreath base all ready, I'm going to go ahead and go in with this sparkling Dollar Tree star. What I want to create here is a really beautiful rustic woodland wreath. So I'm just tying that buffalo check plaid scarf in a bow from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use that as the base, but the first thing I want to do is I want to extend the wreath out because it's rather small, and I'm going to use one of those Dollar Tree Christmas trees that I painted. This is that red one, and I'm just going to tie it on to the edge, kind of catty corner to the star, and I used 2 pipe cleaners to tie this on. Now this step is totally optional. I just like to go really full and big, and then to secure it just a little bit better, I am using that Dollar Tree buffalo check plaid scarf. It's an infinity scarf that I cut in half and then cut even a bit smaller, and now I'm just dovetailing the ends, and then I want to kind of up to the left just kind of loop it up and add a dab of hot glue to hold it on securely. Now I'm looping in some of that Dollar Tree red sparkling ribbon in the back. You all see that, and then in the front I'm just tying in through the star some of that Dollar Tree red ribbon that I painted with a little bit of dusting of white paint. That's in another DIY video that I will link down below. And then here is the other part of that buffalo plaid infinity scarf. This is actually the same scarf. If you just cut it in half, it'll give you a lot more length. Now I'm tying an Olivia bow with the burlap. This is a wired Dollar Tree polka dot ribbon. I love this. So just tie your Olivia bow, which means you just loop the ribbon together, and I will also leave my bow tutorial down below. And then you notch it at the center, and then you can just tie it on with a pipe cleaner and fluff out your loops. I just looped the buffalo plaid check scarf in and around and up towards the top part of the left hand side of the wreath because I want to continue that pattern up to the left hand side. And now I'm just adding in the Dollar Tree nautical rope. I added some to the center part of the bow and then also down here on the left as well, and I just tied a shoelace bow on to the one down on the left. Now to balance things out, we'll just go in with that Dollar Tree polka dot ribbon, and I'm just tying that around the base part of this bow. I'm adding a dab of hot glue, and then I'm going to loop it up and dovetail those ends. So then I wanted to add some more greenery. This wreath was a bit small for me, so I just tied in some more Dollar Tree garland. This is great to have on hand, and I'm just kind of looping it in and around some of the scarf and the bow parts. So I tied it on the back with a piece of pipe cleaner, and then you can see I'm just kind of looping it in and around some of the bows. remember those Dollar Tree cowboy hats that we found in the kids section? They were a bright hot pink, and we painted those and glittered those in my other DIY Christmas Dollar Tree video. I'm tying one of them on down to the left hand side in the center part of this bow. I just thought that looked so perfect with the rope and the buffalo check plaid scarf. It's really giving me kind of those super rustic vibes. And then I'm also tying one to the top. Now I just used a paper hole punch to hole punch a little hole in the top part of the hat. That way I could run a string through it. And now that I have a lot of the base of my wreath done, I'm going in with the smaller elements of this wreath. So remember that red truck that I took the Merry Christmas sign off of? I wanted to add the Merry Christmas sign into the center part of this bow. I thought it looked really vintage, rustic, and super cute. And then for the rest of that Dollar Tree Christmas tree that I took apart that was painted red, I just clipped off with my wire cutters some of the branches of that, and you can see that I'm going in with some of those branches just to give the wreath some dimension and some beautiful Christmassy color. I really wanted to use up a lot of the red sparkling ribbon that I had, and you all know I love to go over the top, and of course you can recreate this however you like with whatever style you like. You could probably stop here, but I do like to really add a lot of detail and give your eye something to dance over. So I also had some Dollar Tree kind of burlappy ribbon that was red that was left over from a 4th of July wreath that I did this year. So I just wanted to pick that in and around some of the other ribbons. And then I did end up adding some more of those miniature red Dollar Tree ornaments as well as some pine cones to this wreath to really fill it out and really give it that rustic woodland appearance. And it is actually going to go really perfect with that Dollar Tree swag that was kind of this same woodland that I used the little red truck on. I made it for Mr. Romantic's man cave, so now he'll have a matching wreath, and it's going to be so perfect and so festive. I think the colors are really beautiful, and this is perfect if you all are doing a rustic woodland theme. I'm also going back and forth in my mind and wondering if I should do red in my kitchen. So I definitely will have some options here. And so I hope you all are loving it, and comment and let me know if you all are doing some of this rustic woodland red, and if so, what rooms do you love to put these bolder colors in? Is the finished project. I think it looks absolutely stunning. It's very sparkling, it's very detailed. There's those pine cones that I told you about that I picked in, and I did pick in a little bit of evergreen off to the left, and there's those cute Dollar Tree hats that we painted, the beautiful ribbons that are just dancing around in and around all of these ornaments. It is very full and very over the top, and like I said, if you all like a little bit less full look, you can stop at any point, but you know me and I love to get really just glam and full, even if it's not a glam piece. But I hope you all are loving this, and I hope you are super inspired. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I am just going to spray paint with my Rust-Oleum 2X spray paint in the vintage pink this Dollar Tree picture frame. It actually had a skull in it, and it was black, and I used it in some of my Halloween decor, but now I want to repurpose it for Christmas. So I'm just taking some of that Dollar Tree garland, and I'm using a pipe cleaner to loop it to the top part of this picture frame. So the picture frame came with like a little hanger at the top, and so I just want to loop it through so it stays nice nice and securely at the top. And then I'm going to add a huge dab of hot glue at the bottom, and then just kind of wind the picture frame back and forth across the back part of the frame, kind of actually framing the garland, I guess, if that makes sense. Be careful on this part too. If you all are sensitive to burns and hot glue, you may want to use a spatula to hot glue your evergreen on. So then once you have it on, I'm just making one of those ornament kind of bundles. So just take some of your favorite holiday ornaments that go along with your color palette. These are from Dollar Tree. They come in a 12 pack, and then of course that glam sparkling ornament from Dollar Tree comes by itself. But you're just going to loop that onto the back, and look, we framed this beautiful ornament. And you can stop here, but of course I had to get a little bit extra and go over the top. And my friend Lorena had bought me this huge thing of lace for my birthday. So you guys are going to see that in and around some of my videos. I definitely like to do a bit of a Victorian style. So I'm just going to create a bow for the base of this. So I used some of that Dollar Tree gold ribbon, and I looped one bit together, tied it on with a pipe cleaner, and then looped another bit together. And then I'm just going to add a huge dollop of hot glue because I do want this to stay on really well. And I'm just going to press that down into the hot glue. I think it will also give me the option if I want to remove it later and then just paint back over the frame. And then of course I love to dovetail my ends. And then there's that lace. Now this is a larger lace, and I didn't get it at Dollar Tree, but it was a gift from my best friend, and so I'm definitely going to be using it in some of my decor. You all can find lace at the thrift store, and you can also find it at Michael's. It's $10 for a huge roll, and then you can use your 50% off coupon and get it for about $5, and you'll have a ton of lace for all of your holiday projects if you all like that romantic style. So there it is. And then of course I did go in with some of this white satin ribbon that you get from Dollar Tree, and then also some of that detailed peace, joy, and love ribbon, and also some pearls in the center and a little bit of bling. So I've had this idea in my head floating around for a while to reuse these beautiful picture frames in some way, shape, or form. And what I think is you could really glam up a Christmas tree. If you do a really large tree, which my tree isn't quite this big, I don't know if it could handle something this large, but I also thought it would be nice to hang from a really ornate mirror. It almost acts as kind of a wreath. Instead of the size and the weight of a wreath, this is very lightweight if you needed something as an option. And I think it came out so beautiful, and it's such a great way to reuse a picture frame. And like I said, it kind of acts as a wreath, but it's not quite the size and the shape, so it could fit in a smaller wall space. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I wanted to share with you how to wrap a beautiful package. So I love to look in the Dollar Tree wrapping paper section, and what I do is I look actually for the wedding paper. So they have really beautiful detailed white wedding paper, and I'm wrapping my son's girlfriend's package in this. I'm so excited. I hope she doesn't watch this video because I want it to be a surprise. But I just used some of that Dollar Tree gold ribbon and dovetailed the ends. Now here's the next Dollar Tree DIY. I want to share with you all how to make a poinsettia out of ribbons. So I just measured 6 inches of each ribbon, and I cut 6 pieces of each ribbon. And then what you want to do is I took it in about sets of 3, and you just fold them together, and then you cut a little notch out of the top that kind of is in the shape of a point. So you're going to do that on each side of the ribbon. And I did that for all 6 ribbons. Now, if you want to be really particular, you might want to measure each end, but I just kind of gathered them together and cut those. And then once you have them all cut and ready, you're just going to fold them in half and then fold them again. So you fold it in half and then fold it out. I hope that makes sense. Comment and let me know if you guys need help with that, but you fold it in half and then you fold it back down, almost kind of like you would do with a paper airplane. And then I'm just holding mine together with a clothespin. It works perfectly, especially for this smaller project. So once you get them all folded together, you're just going to tie them with a pipe cleaner. So you tie them in the center with a pipe cleaner and then loop it around the back. And then I'm actually going to do it with this lace as well. Now with the lace, it's not wired, so I'm going to put it towards the center. That way the wired ribbon can kind of stand up against it on either side. And I'm actually creating it for the centerpiece of this package, and I'm so excited. So all you have to do is wire all of these together once you're done cutting them, and it doesn't have to be perfect because a poinsettia isn't perfect. So these are excellent to use on your Christmas tree, in your garlands, or as the center point of a package. And of course, I had to go super extra and add some bling jewels to the center. My son's girlfriend is so special to me, and she really is delighted by beautiful packages. So I really want to do some fancy poinsettias like this on some of my packages. So I'm really excited. I think it looks really beautiful. It's going to fit perfectly on her sweet little package. And of course, you all can use all different kinds of colors of ribbon to create these beautiful dynamic poinsettia bows. And there it is with that centerpiece that we created using Dollar Tree items. I will link that video down below, but look at how sparkling and gorgeous it is, and I think it would be such an elegant surprise to use on a tablescape for your guests. And then for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm just using one of those Dollar Tree ornaments, and I'm taking some hot glue and following the lines of the swirls of the ornament and then dumping glitter over that. Now this project is a little bit messy, but it's really nice. The finished product, you can get kind of glamorous with your ornament and also use some of those beautiful jewels. I think it looks really super beautiful, and it kind of tones down the gold as well. Also, I wanted to let you all know that this glitter is an extra fine glitter that I found at Walmart. It was $2.97 for a fairly decent sized bottle, and so hopefully that's going to get me through my next round of Christmas crafting DIYs. You guys, I am going through a ton of glitter right now. Comment and let me know if you are as well, but look at how sparkling it is. Ooh, so gorgeous. And I did tie a beautiful white satin bow on the top, and of course you all can get super creative and customize this to whatever colors you're using, but this looks great in this metallic tablescape. And I just put it in that dessert cup, and look at how beautiful and sparkly. I'm absolutely in love with it, and it makes it really unique without a whole ton of work. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I wanted to share with you all this popsicle ornament craft. So what we're going to do is just use some popsicles that you find at the Dollar Tree, and we're going to create this square kind of frame. And then I'm also going to reinforce it with a couple of more popsicle sticks. So I just flipped it over on the back, and I'm reinforcing it in the center. And what I want to create is a beautiful package. So I had some of that automotive cloth left over from another project, and I just want to go in and kind of cover the popsicle stick with that automotive cloth. So not really any kind of special folds here, just kind of randomly gluing it because I am going to put ribbons over it. So now I'm just kind of working out how to create this little package ornament. This would also be beautiful to use as a place card setting. So I'm just going around with the lace, and I went around and I cut and I glued it. And I'm doing all of my gluing on the back. That way I can make the front really pretty and glamorous. So here is the front part, and you can also remember customize this to however you want. So I'm just taking some of that white satin ribbon and I'm creating like a package bow. So you just tie it like you would tie your tennis shoes. Tie it right here, very easy in the center, and then I'm going to trim off the edges and dovetail those ends to give it a nice boutique finish. And this is where you can have a lot of fun with this and get creative. Now I had some Dollar Tree angel wings left over from a Dollar Tree ornament that I bought that I used on my wreath. And remember that wreath that we made and I broke apart the angel wings? Well, I pulled the feather part off, and so these are those feathers. So I'm kind of creating a feather package. Now here I'm just showing you some of the different colors of ribbon that you could use. You could use pinks, maroons, whatever your Christmas colors are. Get creative. Now I'm going to add a huge dollop of hot glue in the center of this and kind of just gather it around. Really no rhyme or reason. I just want to create like a little kind of crocheted lace puff, and I did get this crocheted lace at the Dollar Tree. And I also went in with a little bit of glitzy glam with that gold piece. Those are also the Dollar Tree. They're great because you can cut them apart and use them in your smaller projects. And then you guys see me using this Peace, Love, and Joy ribbon a lot. Of course, I could not resist adding some of that in. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit more glitz and glam with some of these pearls. Now, I think the pearls really dress it up and make it very elegant. And if you had maybe a sparkling letter or made a little place card, you could tie that in with this as well, and it would make a beautiful statement on your tablescape. I also think it is perfect to hang in your tree. You could also pick it into a wreath or a garland as well. So here's how I would probably use it. I would use it in the centerpiece of this tablescape, and it's also a lovely gift to give your guests if they like kind of a more fancy decor as well. I think it really dresses things up and makes it very elegant and very beautiful, and nobody is the wiser that it is popsicle sticks underneath. Now for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I am just using one of those little Dollar Tree hand mirrors. Now I think this would make a really beautiful ornament to hang from your tree. I'm just tying a large loopy bow at the base handle of this mirror, dovetailing those ends to give it that boutique finish. And you can find the little hand mirrors in the health and beauty section, and they're only $1. They are plastic, but they do have a mirror on the other side. So this would also work really nicely for a baby shower or bridal shower, or to give to, your favorite little granddaughter for her dressing table. There's so many ways that you can use this. And again, for this one, you can customize this to fit your colors. So I'm just adding in a white satin ribbon and then a pink ribbon. I am going to give this to my aunt. I hope she's not watching this, but she does love to decorate with the pale pinks, and so this will be the perfect gift for her to use in her vanity space. And Dollar Tree also is carrying some pearl eyeglass holders, and so I just cut off the eyeglass end, and then I'm going to use this to loop into this to really glam it and doll it up. So check out their eyeglass holders and look for that pearl one. Now I also found these beautiful little white flowers at the Dollar Tree. They came in the sticker section, and I just added in some of those as well because they had those beautiful pearl details. I thought it finished it out really nice, and I also think this would make a great Christmas ornament as well because of the mirror. The mirror will reflect the light. So I'm just showing it to you on my tablescape, and I think it came out absolutely gorgeous, very glamorous, and I don't really think anybody would truly know that this beautiful, elegant piece is from the Dollar Tree. excited for baking. I have been so excited to start baking. I've been baking cookies and breads in preparation just to test out my skills and, of course, my oven. And, of course, we love to bake good goods during the holiday. This is some pumpkin bread that I had made. And then I got so excited grocery shopping the other day, I couldn't resist picking up some stovetop turkey stuffing. Mr. Romantic he's a southern man, and he loves to have a little bit of stuffing with any of his dinners. And then I had to share with you all this beautiful candlestick from the Target dollar spot. I was in awe of this. It has a sparkling glittering candle that's attached to this base. The base is plastic. It does take a couple of batteries, but it fit perfectly into this Dollar Tree vase and made an absolutely gorgeous tablescape. So thank you all so much for joining me. Comment and let me know which one was your favorite decorating idea. You guys, I am so excited for Christmas. I cannot wait to set up my Christmas trees, and I cannot wait to get decorating from head to toe in my home. It is definitely hands down my most favorite season of the year. So thank you all so much. Your comments truly make my heart sparkle and shine. I am so blessed by each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. If you're new, I would love to have you join me, subscribe, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.